I want to welcome in Betsy Weist from St. Patrick Haven. You heard a little bit about her in the interview there. Betsy, welcome into the show.
Thank you for having me.
So talk about this relationship that started several years ago with an email from William McDonald.
I got an email out of the blue from Bill, and he said he was interested in talking with me about St. Patrick's Haven. So, you know, I call everybody back, I email people back, and I emailed back, and we started corresponding and talking about the shelter, and he was telling me about the book, and I thought, well, this is really kind of interesting. So, you know, every 3 or 4 months I would just shoot him another email and say, what's happening with the book, how you doing, what's going on, and the next thing I know, we have this amazing book.
Wow.
So what kind of information in particular were you providing to him to help him write a more accurate book?
He really wanted to know how our shelter operated, kind of what our processes and procedures were, and if you read the book, he's absolutely spot on, everything he says. You know, who stays there and how do we run and just little things like that. So we spent a lot of time talking about that.
So when you finally got a hold of this book and you read it,
Yes.
what were some of your first reactions?
Well, first of all, I was kind of astounded that he wrote me in.
You didn't know that.
I wasn't.
You are a character.
I was not expecting that. But what really astounded me was how well he portrayed St. Patrick's Haven. And he really had a sense of our guests and who they are and how they feel and how they think. And it's incredibly accurate. And it's really sensitive. He just wrote it beautifully.
Yeah, there's a lot to this book. It covers loss, it covers
Yes.
hope. It really has a big focus on the homeless and those that you help every day. And when talking to him, he said, you know, they don't just need $1 thrown at them. They need someone to understand who they are. And he said, you and the folks at St. Patrick's do such a good job of doing that.
It's about walking with people. As you said, you can throw $1 at anybody, but when you walk with someone and you share what's happening in their day, that's a whole different level of a relationship in helping someone. And it's a privilege, and it's not something that everybody has an opportunity to experience.
We were talking about sensitivity, and I especially think this time of year with the Christmas season, it must be really tough for those who are experiencing homelessness. And you kind of told us off camera during the commercial break that you really don't go overboard and you don't decorate a lot for Christmas. You kind of try to keep things on an even keel at St. Patrick. What's your motto there to help people get through this season of life?
We are just a quiet presence. We are a ministry of presence. We're a sponsored ministry of the Sisters of St. Joseph. And we've been a ministry of presence for almost 40 years. And at Christmas time, it is a reminder for our folks of maybe families that they don't see anymore, or friends that they no longer have. So we try to keep things very even for them so that it is a place of predictability. They know exactly what to expect
That's nice.
when they walk in the door.
When we were talking about this book, Bill also shared that 25% of the proceeds from this book
Yes.
are going back to St. Patrick's.
Yes.
And of course, you guys have had a rough couple of months, the fire that happened back in the fall. Talk a little bit about where you are now in that rebuilding process.
Well, September 13th, we experienced a fire at St. Patrick's Haven, and since then, we have created a Haven Annex at the Mental Health Association, and that's now up and running, and we're doing well with that. So now the big focus is on getting the building rebuilt, and it is our hope that reconstruction of the damages in the building will occur in January. We've been working with our insurance company and with the builder, and I think we're almost ready to get there.
And proceeds from this book will definitely help in that.
Yes,
Again, you can
yes.
get The Butterfly Christmas on Amazon. It was released in October. It's a really nice read featuring Betsy and St. Patrick Haven.
Well, featuring St. Patrick's Haven, and what I love about the book is he talks about see who you are and be who you are, and what a wonderful message for all of us. The book is filled with hope and kindness and helping people. It's just a wonderful Christmas story.
Yeah,
And it would make a great Christmas gift too. You have time to get that through Amazon for sure. Betsy,
Absolutely.
thanks for joining us.
thanks
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
we
me.
appreciate it.